PM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What the fuck is up? I'll tell you what's up. My fucking blood pressure, the number of rounds I got, that shit is up. Fuck out of here. Government bullshit. When do it ever end? They got job security. They make sure they got some shit going on to propel this inevitable choking out of all of the freedom on the earth. We the last beacon of hope. Really, everybody else has been beaten for the most part, and not because no place else will really allow their citizens to have their rights to self-preservation and their right to gun ownership. Not just because they beat them out of that. It takes more than that. Doing that ain't enough. You actually got to get the people who you're trying to subdue, who you're trying to enslave. You got to get them to love the enslavement, to help you support the idea of their enslavement. Because if you cannot do that, the black market will always provide. We know what to do to get shit, to get guns and shit on the black market. It's not even that hard. And if you really care and you're really diligent and that's what you want, you will find a gun. Any kind of gun you want, just about anywhere. You'll make that shit work if that's what you got in your heart. Is to get a gun, especially in a time of crisis, where there's no rule of law. Some people like to call it anarchy. That's bullshit. Anarchy means no rulers. It does not mean no rules. Where can you go where there are no rules? There's always going to be some rules, even if it's just natural law. That's it. That's all it actually really takes. You create a victim. Whoever you're trying to victimize will naturally respond in a certain kind of way, and it is justified since you initiated it. And this is how nature works out all its problems. You start the fight, you're supposed to lose. You have to actually expect that whoever you're trying to victimize to stand up for themselves and try to make you stop doing that shit. That's just natural. You can't even back a feral cat into a corner or any animal really before you get them to the point where they say, well, if it's gonna be that, then you got to get me fighting, bro. I'm not gonna just let you do this. You got to fight me for it now. And then the animal just goes berserk. That's what's supposed to happen. That's natural. That's what I expect. For someone not to expect that, you are fucking ridiculous. And what government is doing to the world right now, they are backing us into a corner, and we that corner right now. America is that. We are the animal in the corner right now. And it might be. It's really looking like that time where, hey, you go berserk, then let it be what it is going to be. Now, I'm not encouraging people to do that. But I'm just saying, naturally, I would just expect this, and they should be expecting this. The elitists, the strong arm of this government control, pretty much being orchestrated by a group called the Jesuits, and of course, they might be the big, they might not even be the top of the actual fucking pyramid of power here that we're talking about, but they are identifiable and have the most control over the shit. And if you know or are willing to learn Gematria, you will figure out how deep the Jesuits go and where their level of control is, where you can identify their control. You can confirm this shit if you know Gematria, so check that out. Motherfucking what they got going on, man, it's some spooky, scary stuff, and there's a certain expectation that we all should have, even if you got to resort to the imaginations of another man when they present this shit to you in how many fucking movies where Earth or some other mythical planet, whatever the fuck they try to wrap it into. You always see in these movies, even in children's movies, the downtrodden, beaten people being ruled by an overt control system king, emperor invading fucking species from another planet or universe or dimension or whatever. We see this all the time, but then the people have to stand up to something. They have to be stronger than they ever have been before. They have to do what is considered breaking the rules, but of course they're going to make every act of liberation that you can muster through your voice, by speaking out to your people and letting them know that this is what it is we're dealing with, who can see it, who can agree with me. And then they also want you to not have the tools like firearms and shit like that. Of course they're going to make all of these things illegal when they're trying to subdue your ass. for the long haul. When they want a total domination over you, they have to destroy these things. So when you know that, you have to say, well, okay, well then no matter how much we want to trust or believe government or anything else going on, what we do know is they have to attack these things to subdue us into some kind of a dictatorship or something like that. So even if you support politics, you have to say, well, I won't let them do that part. Because then they will look like they may have been able to fool me to that degree where they want me to trust them while they're doing that, and I cannot allow them to fucking pull the wool over my eyes about that shit. I won't let them. How come every Democrat or Republican can't fucking just say that part? Don't touch the guns and don't tell nobody what they can and cannot say. Leave those things there and then rule with a Republican disposition. They won't even say that. They actually join, and this is what I was just saying, they actually join the tyrannical government in supporting the things that they would need to gain control of in order to to stomp us into a mud hole of dictatorship. Man, Jesus fucking Christ. Everything that I be saying circumvents all of the party divisions, all of your racial divisions, all of your religious divisions. Don't none of it matter. I'm talking to all of you motherfuckers, no matter where you stand at, and it all still makes sense. It's all still coherent. It's all tangible. If you look around the world, you can see what it is that I'm saying. It's fucking more true than not. That's for damn sure. And if anybody thinks I'm wrong, you can step in at any time and go, this part right here, that ain't even real. That ain't even right. You're wrong about that. Then fucking say that shit, dude. Honestly, I think I'm right about just about everything I fucking say to y'all. Just about all of it. Just about damn near 100% of it. Fuck out of here, boy, because it's all defensive. Even the things that somebody might take as conspiracy or hypothetical doesn't matter. It's conspiracy or hypothetical that your house will be on fire, whether it was some accidental thing or someone doing it to you intentionally. All those things can manifest for your ass. It's just the way life works. And if you have not prepared for that by having a fire extinguisher in your house, you're a goddamn fool. Period. And the gun is the same way. Being diligent about your awareness about how the world is moving around you when you're talking about all this political shit, all this economic shit that's looming over you. They obviously have the audacity and the power to talk so high above your own fucking freedom in your own life. They tell you what the future is going to be like, and then they make that shit happen. With or without your consent, they don't give a fuck, bruh. Don't you think that's strange? Stop trusting them. Don't let them get the advantage over you. Just because they got all the guns and then you don't. All that shit sounds dumb. Talk your shit and arm yourself, and then tell them whatever they cannot do while you are armed and talking your shit is probably some shit that you need to talk shit about and then shoot at them for. That's why they want you to shut up and put the fucking gun down. Stop going. For any reason at all. All these public acts of fucking random violence, bro, those are they guys, man. I believe that because I believe that we naturally came to a low level of gun violence in this fucking country where we went, damn, gun violence plummeted. The numbers are low. Ain't nobody really shooting nobody like they was last year. It just ain't happening. It went way down. They wouldn't allow for that to ever potentially happen, even though they do expect that all of this fear-mongering that they're doing is going to change the hearts and the minds of the people. What if it changes so much that the gun violence went down because we all did the fucking kumbaya shit between us? Gun violence goes way fucking down without any further gun control. Do you think they would allow that to happen, that they got to let up on their gun control bullshit talking because we seem to solve the problem ourselves by chilling the fuck out? They not going to let that happen like that. You think they will let that happen? Untrue. No way. They going to rock that shit until they get what it is that they want, because what they want is bigger than what it is that they're putting in front of you to harness all of your attention and emotions on. It's bigger than some public shooting that just happened somewhere. Didn't one just happen somewhere? There was one somewhere. There's always one. So 8 people in here probably thought of 8 different fucking mass shootings that I could be talking about that happened in the past fucking week, because they always tend to happen. But my point is, man, I can't trust them, because I think that they will fake them or put them on themselves just to keep the fucking fear level up so they can get what they want. Because when they say they want that shit, it's bigger than what it is that they're trying to convince you that it is. It's about something else, and that something else does not change. They need that shit. So we cannot change the level of violence that we are witnessing, experiencing, and might even be actively doing the next fucking shooter, calm your fucking ass down. Are you working for the government, bro? You tend to be doing exactly what the fuck it is that they need to make their shit go round. So next public shooter, fucking stop in the name of fucking freedom. Stop it. Do something else, bro, with your life. Paint a self-portrait. Write a fucking poem. Do some ayahuasca or something. Don't do the shooting, bro. That's not the fucking answer to your problems, man. You're helping the government. And if you do not intend on helping them, because you're just off in your own la-la land in your depression or whatever the fuck you got going on, recognize that you're helping government when doing that shit. Ask yourself if you even want to fucking help them or not. And if you do not, Mr. Public Shooter, don't do the next one, bro. Jesus, fuck. There's no way these individual crazy people are propelling this government agenda by accident. I believe that shit is them, bro, and I don't care what nobody say, because they're not going to let it slide where we be peaceful and they lose fucking steam behind the fact that they want these fucking guns. They're not going to let that happen naturally. They'll be sure that we keep this fucking shit up. So they appear to have been right the whole time, that they're trying to protect us. This is the best thing for us, and now they got to ban this gun, that gun, all the rifles, all the fucking guns. Nobody can have a gun. Get the fuck out of here. If they ban all the fucking guns, the cops will not also put their guns down, because they know, just like I know, that somebody's not going to give a fuck about that ban. The story's over. They can't get me, bro, and they should not get you either. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch, woo bang, get a fucking gun and stop letting them lie to you. Happy Thursday. Where the fuck did the name Thursday come from? Where did it come from? That's the name of the day of the week, and you cannot take that lightly. Sounds kind of serious, don't it? It's the day of the week. If you were born on a Thursday, you have to tell some, you have to mention the word Thursday in describing your fucking life from beginning to end. Say Thursday. Say Thursday before you tell me what happened to you that traumatized you in your childhood. Fuck all that. Tell me your birthday, you gotta say Thursday first. You gotta use this whole calendar and that English language to spell your fucking name before you can move forward at all and telling me who the fuck you are in your consciousness, in your life journey. Mention them first. They are your God. Where did the fucking calendar come from, bro? It's named after a Catholic pope. Why? You ain't Catholic. How did that happen like that? It's 201 day, says Cracked and Cold. What up, Amy? It's 201 day. Oh boy, something was driving me to do a live stream today to talk my shit about these motherfuckers. I had no idea. It's a 201 day. I ain't did a little morning live stream before I get my ass to work, and it's been a little bit. I was compelled to do one today, like so random too. It wasn't even on my mind like it wasn't yesterday. Hit my mind as I was getting into the car. I went, yup, fuck them. I can feel them. They're out there, bro. Fuck them, bro. So I had to do my live stream. So thanks for that, Crack Their Code. Y'all subscribe to Crack Their Code. That's another Gematria channel. Amy be running that shit. She's pointing out some very critical things that all pattern-seeking human beings with a fucking brain should be able to understand, even if it's just for your entertainment, in the awe of the fact that the numbers in this Gematria shit, between the calendar, the dates and shit, birthday, death dates, rituals, ancient rituals, and holidays and ceremonies and shit that you guys aren't aware of, you don't realize that this is what it is that you're doing. That these things are happening in celebration. If you did not know what a birthday party was, and I told you it was going to be a special day for me, and I wore the fucking party hat and blew the fucking party horn, and there was a cake with the candles on it that had a certain number of fucking candles on the fucking cake and shit. This all looks like a fucking ceremony. If you see me do it, but you didn't understand the birthday, then you see somebody else do it, and you see a similar celebration someplace else or whatever on a special day, and all these other things happen. I'm talking about the partying, the gift giving, the getting fucking drunk and hungover, the sloppy sex with your significant other or a random, however you get down. If you see all of these things kind of happen on this birthday celebration day, but you didn't understand birthdays, you will recognize the pattern and start calling it all related, all the same when you see the party hats and the It's My Birthday t-shirt, or Hug the Birthday Girl t-shirt, or whatever the fuck. You would start relating this shit without even knowing what a birthday is, and you will start to catch on it eventually. Seeking the pattern, you will realize that these people are celebrating another year from the day that they were born to the fact that they have not died. This is what you can deduce this shit by checking the pattern. If you check the patterns of gematria, when you understand the English language was coded, you don't know that. Just because you don't know that don't mean that it's not true. You don't fucking know everything. Look around. The calendar's named after fucking Catholic Pope. Why the fuck is that? You should consider that important. Today is Thursday. Who named it and what the fuck for? What does it mean? You should know this stuff. And if you know these things and you start piecing it together and you say, hey, there's ceremonial, ritualistic, and obvious patterns that have some significance going on in the language that all of these things are sharing, the calendar, the English language, and all of that. That if you recognize that all of these things are real things, put them together and see if you detect a pattern that is expected. There's something like that, and then boom, there you go. Fucking pattern. Patterns everywhere. You see it. It becomes predictable. Zachary K. Hubbard, the author of this awesome ass YouTube channel that's been pumping and jumping and kicking good shit for 10 years now. Gematria Effect News 25 and Gematria Effect Sports. Go check those out. He's been trying to show y'all, bro, that the pattern is there, alive and well, and it should not be there. Zach is a fucking savant with the numbers, but he's not so much of a genius that he is making this up and there's nothing there but the shit that he thinks that's there and there's really nothing there. He's not making this shit up. He discovered the knowledge of something, applies the pattern, and recognized that the pattern still works. That it is still there, just like all of the fucking knowledge and information behind this shit would suggest. When you put it together, there's going to be a pattern. The birthday cake, the fucking candles, the partying, all of this shit. Bruh, put your shit together. Put your shit together, man. There's something going on here. And the pattern works fucking well. Learn gematria, y'all bugging. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang get a fucking gun and tell the government to back the fuck off and that they better play nice or they gotta go. Y'all should expect to have to do that because y'all pretend to honor that shit so much, and they should expect that if they fucking around, that it is gonna fucking happen just like that. Tyrannical government will be removed by violence if necessary. They took an oath that they outlined that for them, and they said, deal. That sounds fair. That's what the fuck they said. So fuck them if they want to be mad that I think I noticed something and I got expectations. The fuck out of here. RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch.